And that's
Not easy.
every night for almost an entire year, I wound up drinking and drugging, right? And then, funny enough, in August of '87, we were invited to a wedding, and we were sitting down next to a friend. They put you at somebody you know at a table, right? And this is a girl we used to run with. And I said to her, my two favorite words at the time were, "You hold it?" You know? And she looked at me and she started telling me, "No, I'm clean and sober now, and I'm going to these meetings, and I'm doing this and that." And I just, good for you. I was looking around the room for somebody else. But it planted a seed. And September 25th, '87, about 2 o'clock in the morning, man, I was standing in front of the mirror, and I said, "I'm going to die." And I picked the phone up and I called that same girl, man. She took me to my first place. And that was it.
Tell us about the song you did in 1981, Bad Reputation.
That was before me. That was, she did that. That was Joni's first solo record. And then I came in right before I Love Rock and Roll, the I Love Rock and Roll record, and we started working on that. So that's where I come in.
But when did you actually first become involved with Joni? Was that
81.
81, right?
Yeah. I joined in '81. We had I Love Rock and Roll, Crimson and Clover, Hate Myself for Loving You, Little Liar. And then about '91, I left. I came back. I did a VH1 special with her, and then I went out with Roger Daltrey and did a record, and then I went out with Ian Hunter and did a record. And we didn't do a record with Ian. And then
What do you like most about working with Roger Daltrey?
oh, he's such a gentleman.
Nice guy, right?
He's the best. And my career, like when I look back at it, maybe I'll do a book someday if people keep asking me to do a book, right?
Why don't you?
I'd implicate the whole world.
Why don't you do that?
I couldn't tell all the
Come on.
I couldn't tell any good stories.
Just change the names to protect the innocent.
Yeah, exactly. But
But you were like the big influence, like behind I Love Rock and Roll.
that wasn't the big influence, man. The song was written by my friend Alan Merrill, and
But I mean, if you weren't the big influence, like you were.
I was the guitar player.
The
on it.
guitar player, but you were a lot.
It's my guitar.
It's your guitar, and you were the one behind the song.
It was a great four-piece band. Jones guitar, my guitar, Lee Crystal on drums, rest his soul, and Gary Ryan, and that was the sound of that record.
Let's play that record here at WPAT. We got quite a show tonight here, Ricky, with Ricky Byrd here at WPAT Radio. This is great. We've got a lot of history here for sure.
Simple song. And it came at a good time. Radio, nothing like this. You happen to stand out.
And we're going to lose it.
You win.
The song at the top of the hour. We're going to break. Let's do it again. Let's start it over again. We got to start to slow it over. We got a damn station ID. We have a station ID. He's a guitar player in that song. Here he is. See if you can get those other students to come down here. You're going to get me fired. Got any of their numbers or like in the class?